Okay, we're going to make a Bezier curve, or an object follow a Bezier curve, which will give you a certain curve on an item. I've started with a cylinder, so add mesh cylinder. Now it'll start the cylinder a bit large, so you might want to press S on your keyboard, just scale it down a little bit. Next you want to create a Bezier curve. Add curve, Bezier. That will give you your curve. After you created your curve, it won't create it here, it'll create it in the middle, but there we go. Select your curve, object, edit mode. Now it won't create a straight curve, so you want to click down here on your little magnet, click on vertex, just grab the one that's on the angle, press 7 on your keyboard, to the top view, just drag it down. Now choose the start of the Bezier curve. You'll see the arrows, that's the direction of your curve you will have. Choose the first one, curve, snap, cursor to selected, object mode, object, transform, origin to 3D cursor. Now this will give you your start point of your curve. Just click on the bottom here, increment, down the bottom here, press R on your keyboard and just rotate it till it's straight up and down. Now choose your object. You can smooth it out if you like, you can press smooth, and then over on the right side here you can click auto smooth. That's especially needed if you're uploading to Second Life auto smooth, otherwise it'll give you a weird shine. Okay, with your object chosen, go to that edit mode, choose the bottom of the cylinder, mesh, snap, cursor to selected. Now before you leave edit mode, just unselect all. Go over on the left here to loop, cut on the side. Click on your object. Just drag your mouse to your object till you see the purple or pink line. Click it twice. Now down here on the left side, you'll want to change that to, let's start with 20. The more definition you want in your object, the more lines you will have to add. So if you would add 50, that will give you more high quality definition in your curve. So we'll leave it at 50 at the moment. Go back to edit mode. Object mode. Object, transform, origin to 3D cursor. Now just go up the top right here, over in transform, click on 0 to bring it up to 0. Just snap the cursor to the center, snap, cursor to center. Choose your Bezier curve over here. Seems to be hiding. I'm not sure why it's on its side. I'll just go press 3 and rotate it up. Press 1 on the keyboard. Right. Now you can either drag it to the center, or you can click object, snap, selection to cursor. We'll just scale this cylinder down a little bit more. There we go. Okay, now choose your Bezier curve, go back to edit mode. Now you'll have the bottom of your curve down here. Try not to change that too much, You will have to change it if you need to, but we'll just leave it as it is. We'll drag the end of it up a bit more. And you can start editing your curve. Each one of these ends, I'll just take off the increment for the moment down the bottom so the magnet's off. These end ones will denote what sort of curve you have. You choose the middle one and press R on your keyboard to rotate. That will rotate your curve so you can have it facing back on yourself. Clearly you'll have to adjust other parts of the curve. That's created a basic curve, which we'll leave at the moment. If you need more definition in your curve, you'll need to add another curve part. So choose both of the ends of the Bezier. So that's choose one, hold shift, click on the bottom one. Now you want subdivide over on the left. Subdivide. And that'll give you another one in between those two, which you can drag around to your desire, rotate. In fact, I will do it just like that. Okay, you've created your curve however you want it. Go back to object mode. Choose your object. Now try and rotate it in the basic direction of your item. So try and get this line here in the middle of that top part. And that's just the basic thing. Try and line it up with your direction of your curve to start with. You don't have to, depending on what you're doing, but we'll just leave it as it is. Now with your object chosen still, go over to the top right, choose the spanner, add a modifier, curve. In the object box, choose object, Bezier curve. Now you'll see on the right side here, X, Y, Z and minus. That will decide which way your curve's going to go if it doesn't happen to follow that path straight away. Okay, you've added your curve. Go down the bottom, click on scale or transform and drag the red. Okay, it's not following the right one. Well, and why isn't it following the right one? It should be. I see, I was choosing the wrong one. Use your up and down, your Z axis. Just keep on dragging that up and you'll see it follows the curve. Now once it gets to the end of the curve, it'll just keep going straight after that, because there is no more curved curve. Okay, now you can choose your Bezier curve if you want to alter your curve that you've made. Just choose Bezier curve over on the top right here. Go back into edit mode and you can edit your curve. Now if you drag it like this, you'll see the end isn't done properly, but we'll fix that. Make your curve, adjust your curve, go back into object mode, choose your object and just use your Z-axis to bring it back up. It's that easy. If you hold shift, it'll move slower. Now you might want to alter this bottom part here to adjust the angle properly. So just go back into sorry, if you go in edit mode now, it'll just do that. Okay, so just go back into object mode. Click apply over on the top, over on the right here, where your modifier is, apply, and that'll set your object to that curve. Back into edit mode, unselect all. Press the little cloud here so it's out. I know it's not a cloud, but yep. Choose the bottom one, just rotate it slightly until you get a nice clean end. Now you'll see all the faces. Remember I said the loop cut inside will define the definition. The less loop cut inside, the more square edges you will have, like square, square, square. The more loop cut inside you'll have, the better the definition of your object. As you can see here, once a texture is on that, it will hide any little bumps, basically. And that's how we create a Bezier curve. You can delete the Bezier curve now if you don't need it. What I'll do is I'll import a file to show you what a Bezier curve can do. I'll just scale that up a bit. That's what a Bezier curve can do. These circles aren't a Bezier curve, and these parts here aren't a Bezier curve, but the railing is all Bezier curve. Basically I made one side, or half of it, and then mirrored the other side so it's exactly the same, just in case things went funny. And that's how we make a Bezier curve. I'll show you how to mirror items in another video. Thanks for watching.